Hello guys, my name is Jing Huang, or you can just call me David. Today I'm gonna talk about the interview I just did for this class, Women in Leisure. So for this interview, I interviewed my aunt, and her name is Yong Hong Hua. The interview was pretty successful, I would say, because she is someone that I know like very well. So the conversations weren't that awkward. Because if I were to talk to like a stranger or interview a stranger, then that might be awkward because I'm personally a kind of shy person. So yeah, so I'm glad that worked kind of well, and and that wasn't difficult at all for me. So at first, she was kind of skeptical, and she wasn't like really like the recording and stuff like that, because she is a very traditional woman, and she would rather not get her personal information and stuff like that online. But I told her it's for my online class, so she kind of agreed on that, you know. So let's get to the point. One answer that really surprised me from her is that the job she had envisioned when she was a child is so much different from the job that she has right now. She told me as a child she wanted to work for the government, so like a stable job, and maybe work in the office like a traditional secretary's woman. But she ended up working in a factory as for now. So I believe that is a lot of differences between these two, and that kind of like surprised me, you know. One thing new I learned from her is that she believes feminism is more about being in charge, like what McDonald's said the that time we were learning about McDonald's and stuff. She said that I may be dressing up like a typical bimbo, but I'm in charge, and isn't that what feminism is all about? So basically, that's what my aunt believes. What feminism is also about, as well. Like McDonough, the one we learned the other day, the quote that we learned from her. So I believe that kind of is a new thing that I learned from her, because you know maybe she believes feminism is about some like equality and stuff like that, but no, she's um, believes it's more about in charge, being in charge. The biggest takeaway or the life lesson that I've learned and received from this interview is that we have to try very hard to pursue our personal dreams and goals. It kind of makes me sad how like many children wanted to be something like different when they grow up, like a doctor. Some kids want to be a scientist or stuff like that. But then when they grow up, they ended up being like something different. Like the jobs they get eventually ended up much more different from what they wanted as a child. So I think that is we should try like we should try harder to reach what we wanted to be when we were a kid. Yeah, and that's it for the brief video. Thank you for watching, guys.